Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Holly Mays with Amazing Results Personal Training Podcast, man. And today we're going to talk about how to have a great schedule. Okay, listen, a great schedule will set or destroy your day. I'm just going to tell you. And a lot of times, what I've seen in my career is the reason why a lot of people don't get a lot done, and it seems like all hell is breaking loose, is because you really don't have a good system. You don't have a good schedule. And let me explain something to you, leaders. When you don't have a good schedule, your team won't have a good schedule. So I'm just going to give you a few things that I do when I used to start my training day. I mean my manager day, and kind of hope that maybe you can kind of you know borrow some of my tools. So check this out. The first thing I did when I came in is I always clocked in first. Listen, I don't do no work unless I'm clocked in. And I get it, man, in the gyms, they'll make you feel like, man, you got to go above and beyond. One of the companies that I worked with, man, one of their core values was fight hard to win. And listen, let me tell you something. They completely misunderstood what fight hard to win means. And you got people, man, standing there till 11 o'clock, coming in at 7 o'clock, man, just ungodly time spending, ungodly amounts of hours, man, trying to get all these things done. When in reality, things should be able to get done between the times you get in, which is normally around 9 o'clock, and the time you leave, which is normally around 6 or 7. So the first thing I did is I clocked in, because I don't do work unless I'm on the clock. The second thing I did is I always wrote down my goals. I never started on my reports or any of those things first. I had a T chart. And in a later video, I'll show you what that T chart looks like. But I had a T chart. And on that T chart, man, I had a few different areas that I really focused on all day. I had things to do. Okay, I had admin work. So if I had to write somebody up, if I had to terminate somebody, if I had to onboard some people, that would go in the admin column. I had yesterday's productions because I always wanted to go over yesterday's production with my team, and then I had month to date production. Okay, so we could always stay up to date with what's going on. And the reason I had all these things, because if it's not on my things to do list for today, I'm not getting it done. Okay. If it's not on my admin list for today, I'm not getting it done. And I get it. Some people will sit up here and say, well, hold on, Holly. There's tons of things that can come up within the day. I get it. But you have to manage your time so you can manage your day. Because if you don't manage your day, then guess what? The day will get away from you because you don't get time back. And tomorrow you'll be like, you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't accomplish this. And to be honest with you, you'll end up doing work from yesterday on today. So you have to make sure that you manage your time. You have to have what we call an A, B, and C system. A system means that it has to happen today. Right now, no way, today's the day. A B is, hey, I got about 24 hours to get it done. And a C is normally anywhere from 48 hours and beyond, okay? You have to prioritize your day. So I did my T chart so I knew what needed to get done. Again, I did a T chart on a sheet of paper. Just get a notebook. And then I did things to do, okay, or non-negotiables to get done today. My admin that needs to get done today. Yesterday's production, month-to-date production, okay? Teach your team how to do that. Teach your assistant managers how to do that. Teach your lead trainers or your master trainers, or if you have a personal training manager, teach them how to do that. And that way, when you guys come together, everybody's on the same page. Everybody has already constructed their day. So you as a manager know exactly what each and every person is going to do. And guess what? You feel confident that if they're here on their own and you're not here, they're still doing those habits and they have some type of structure in their day. Because without structure, I'm going to be honest with you, without structure, man, you will not win the day. People crave structure. They do. And remind you, if you don't have structure, how you present structure in your personal training program will also be faltered as well. So make sure that your day is organized. Make sure your day is structured. So that way, when you talk to another member and you begin to tell them about your systems, your strategies, and your structures, guess what? They feel confident because guess what? Your day is structured. You feel confident even when you say it or when you explain it to someone because guess what? Your T's are crossed and I's are dotted. Don't continue to allow yourself to go into a day and you're just all over the place, okay? And now, no matter what comes up, it feels like, oh my God, this is spur of the moment. Oh my God, if we don't get this done, all hell is going to break loose. Oh my God, the time got away from me. So now I got to stay here 3, 4 hours after the time that I was in here. No, that's not right. And we shouldn't lead that way. Leaders shouldn't lead that way. We should be able to develop and train our managers well enough for them to get done what they need to get done in the allotted amount of time. So listen, I pray that this helped you, man. Again, get yourself a daily cadence. Make sure that you stick to that daily cadence. You don't have to you don't have to put times to it. Okay. You don't have to put times to it. You don't have to sit up and say at 3 o'clock because listen, things may change. We get that, but make sure that before you leave, you're checking off that box. You're checking off the box. Hey, I did this. I made 50 phone calls, a text message. I followed up with people. I, dealt with online memberships. I had a meeting with my staff. I worked out. I read one chapter of Think and Grow Rich or the 10X rule or whatever the case may be. You need to make sure that you check that off, and you need to make sure that you're ready and prepared for your day with that schedule and that cadence. All right. Listen, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you share, repost this video on our YouTube channel, and y'all stay tuned and be mindful of your time. I'm out.